Powerlifting is built upon three foundational movements that define strength training: the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. These lifts are not only central to competitive powerlifting but also serve as some of the most effective exercises for anyone looking to build full body strength and muscular balance. Each movement challenges different muscle groups while also demanding discipline, technique, and mental focus from the lifter. The squat is the ultimate test of lower body strength, engaging large muscle groups like the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and the stabilizing muscles of the core. Executing a proper squat requires balance, mobility, and control, as the lifter lowers into a seated position and drives back up under load. Bar placement plays a key role. High bar squats encourage a more upright torso and target the quads, while low bar squats shift the weight back and engage more of the hips and posterior chain. Regardless of style, proper form means keeping the core braced, chest lifted, and knees tracking in line with the toes throughout the movement. Mistakes such as allowing the knees to cave in, rounding the back, or leaning excessively forward can lead to poor performance and potential injury. The bench press is the standard measure of upper body pushing strength, focusing on the chest, shoulders, and triceps. A solid bench setup begins with feet planted firmly on the ground, shoulder blades squeezed together, and a controlled bar path as it lowers to the mid-chest. Grip width can vary. Wider grips put more stress on the chest, while narrower grips emphasize the triceps and shoulders. For both strength and safety, it's critical to avoid flaring the elbows out too far or bouncing the bar off the chest. The deadlift is perhaps the most primal and complete expression of strength, engaging nearly every major muscle group in the body. From the glutes and hamstrings to the lower back, traps, and grip, the deadlift demands power, coordination, and total body control. Lifters can choose between a conventional stance, which places the feet about hip width apart, or a sumo stance, with a wider foot position and more vertical torso. Regardless of stance, the bar should start close to the shins, with a flat back, tight core, and shoulders positioned just over the bar. The lift should begin by pushing through the floor with the legs while simultaneously pulling the bar up, finishing with hips fully locked and the body upright. Common errors such as jerking the bar off the floor or rounding the spine not only compromise form but greatly increase the risk of injury. To train these lifts effectively, lifters must follow structured programs that balance intensity, frequency, and recovery. Beginners may perform all three lifts in full body sessions several times per week, while more advanced lifters often dedicate separate days to each lift. Training typically cycles through phases: hypertrophy phases to build muscle with higher reps, and strength phases focusing on lower reps with heavier weight. Accessory exercises like lunges, rows, and Romanian deadlifts are essential for reinforcing weak areas and improving lift mechanics. But it's not just about what happens in the gym. Recovery and nutrition are equally important to long-term progress. Getting enough sleep, staying hydrated, and consuming adequate protein all support muscle growth, joint health, and recovery. Tools like lifting belts, wrist wraps, and proper footwear can provide support, especially during heavy sets, but they're never a substitute for solid technique. The mental aspect of lifting can't be ignored. Progress takes time, and setbacks are part of the journey. Lifters must learn to push through plateaus, adjust their approach when needed, and remain consistent even when results come slowly. Success in powerlifting, and strength training in general, is less about instant gains and more about long-term commitment and focus. Real strength comes from showing up, doing the work, and trusting the process, even on the hard days. Mastering the squat, bench press, and deadlift isn't just about moving weight, it's about building confidence, resilience, and a stronger version of yourself. To read the full article, visit fitnessratsuniverse.com, and don't forget to subscribe to the Fitness Rats Universe channel for more tips, guides, and training insights.